One of the best things you have to learn how to do is learn how to, when you know that the relationship is bad for your health, when you know that it's not going anywhere, when you know that I don't have any plans to be with you for long periods of time because we never talked about engagement. We may have talked about it, but I'm not doing anything about the engagement, right? And so it's been years. So one of the best things you need to know how to do is to discard me and control your emotions. Because narcissistic people or people with NPD, mood disorder, at least my types, I was never really hardly ever discarded. I've always had great women in my life. I could get them, but I couldn't keep them. So I was doing the discarding. So my point in saying all that is to say this: when you discard someone with NPD and they're not used to it happening to them, they don't see it as a discard. Mostly ladies are discarded by men, from what I know, or from what I've read, and from what I was told, right? So say for me, for instance, I never felt like I was discarded. And so I didn't know how to take it. And so when you all discard, you really are not used to discarding anybody because you love the guy that you want to be with, or as a man, you love the woman that you want to be with. So you start to become cold and silent and off-putting. You start taking on my traits. So I'm used to discarding. I'm used to gaslighting. I'm used to being cold, but you're not. So you take on my traits and you do it to me. And so I may not respond like you respond as being discarded because it's never really happened to me, right? And I'm not bragging, that's just how it was. And I'll make myself think that, let's say that, made myself think that I was never discarded, because knowing or understanding or feeling like I was discarded, it would have crushed my soul. Narcissistic people are emotionally damaged and weak, right? So we build up this persona to act like we don't get hurt when you don't call or text, but we do. I know I did. So anyway, back to discarding. When you discard him, you have to hold your ground. You have to make sure you are doing it. Don't talk about it. Don't say, I'm a discard. No, because he or she don't really understand it because it never happened that much. And what you have to do, they're going to start calling more. They're going to start reaching out more. They're going to start questioning you. They think you're cheating. All kind of stuff went on in my head when she started discarding me because I wasn't used to it. So when you're in that mode and you're trying to discard them and you want to make the relationship either healthier for yourself, you want to put up boundaries, you want to put up barriers, you have to stick to it, because when you do it, they're going to act like they don't know what you're doing, and they're going to act like they didn't do anything wrong, and that's why they still call and text back. And you're like, this motherfucker just discarded me, ignored me, left me on red, and now he or she act like they didn't do it because they don't understand the emotional side of being discarded, pushed away, or rejected. I understood that as a kid, and so that's why I shut it down as a kid, and then I developed these traits of having a lack of empathy, not caring, not wanting to love, not talk about love, all that. So when you're in the mode of discarding, understand that it's for you. Like forgiving. Forgiving is for you, not me. Discarding is for you. It's the same thing. We just don't discuss it in that manner. So when you start discarding, stick to it and be vigilant, be aware, right? Because they're going to come back like, hey, what? You know, you're like, this motherfucker is crazy. Yeah, I was a little off when it came to that and many other things. So keep that in mind. When you start to discard, stick with it. You have a great day.